It's Saturday, and we're on our way to the old town of Aix-en-Provence. The wind is fresh and the temperature is not very high, but there are still many people in the city. For the French, Aix is one of the cities where the highest quality of life. In particular, the focus on art and culture, as well as the student bars and discotheques, make the city so attractive. After all, the city has about 40,000 students.
Aber die Franzosen lassen sich was einfallen. Auch wenn es teuer ist.
We reached the magnificent boulevard Cours Mirabeau, which was laid out in 1649 as a boulevard in place of the old city wall. The Fontaine du Roi René is located on Place Forbin, where the statue of King René I also stands. All along the boulevard are now market stalls selling fashion and more. The south side of Cours Mirabeau is lined with elegant 17th and 18th century aristocratic houses and old hotels with richly decorated entrance portals and wrought iron balconies. Upmarket shops, bookstores, and cafes line the opposite side. The most famous cafe is that of the Deux Garçons, which was considered the meeting point of many famous writers and artists. 34-degree warm thermal water bubbles out of the moss-covered Fontaine Mossu, which was built in 1734. Erected in 1860, the Rotonde fountain is crowned by 3 statues. Now we go into the narrow streets of the actual old town. Many people are also here on the various squares and in the streets.
Bars und Pubs.
We first go to the Place d'Albertas. Unfortunately, in our opinion, it looks very run down for being one of the most beautiful places in Aix. We are now in the actual Roman city center. Via the Rue Marchal Foch, we reach the Place Richelme, where a vegetable market takes place every morning. It's always interesting to watch people shopping at the various food stands.
Schon Ausverkauf.
Il est venu nous faire un coucou il y a...
Un petit sac? Oui. Un papier, c'est bon?
Just around the corner, we're now on the Place de Hôtel de Ville, where we meet the flower market. The Tour de l'Horloge on the Town Hall Square served as the city gate and was built on Roman foundations. An astronomical clock beats in the clock tower from 1510.
Aber Strauß 12 Euro ist ganz schön teuer, ja?
Many French people buy flowers here, although by our standards, they're not exactly cheap. The gable of the former 18th century granary on the south side of the square is adorned with personified representations of the male horn and the female derance. Further north, on the Place de l'Université, is the Cathédrale Saint-Sauveur. The church has a late Gothic, richly structured facade construction.
Was für eine Wahnsinnsorgel.
Inside, one of the greatest treasures is the two-part organ and an altarpiece made for King René in 1476. In the adjoining monastery area, there is a Romanesque cloister.
Ist ja auch mal selten, eine Kirche in der Kirche.
At the back of the cathedral, we enter an early Christian baptistry from around the year 400.
Die Madeleines müssen gut sein, wenn die Leute hier Schlange stehen.
On the way back, we pass a small shop selling wonderfully tasting madeleines. In any case, our afternoon coffee for the next few days is secured.
Richtig lecker, gell?
The Mazarin district, south of the Cour Mirabeau, was designed in the 17th century as a checkered residential area for the nobility. The Place des Quatre Sauts-Dauphins, with a fountain created in 1667, is worth seeing. And with that, our walk through this wonderful Provençal town ends.